What does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy DrMcNasteeKE. KE. I'm gonna make this video short, just like I promised. I will be talking about stuff to do with the military. I'm gonna be doing this probably in maybe a 4 to 5 part series. I don't know yet. I will let you guys know later on as the videos progress. But I'm gonna be breaking this down into the first video is pretty much just gonna be about what it's like to join the military, what do you go through, and all that stuff. Things of that nature. So keep in mind that a lot of my perspective is going to be from a Marine Corps enlisted, because that's what I am. So if you do have any questions about officers, ask your local recruiters. The best source for information is going to be online websites, forums, things like that. Now be careful with what you ask in the forums and what information you believe, because a lot of times if you go into the forums, you'll have those people who pretty much just bash the military all the time, or you'll have people who just lie to you and tell you their perspective or whatever the case may be. But a lot of the information that I've seen on forums is usually bullshit, so keep that in mind when you go through forums. Now the Wikipedia pages that they have is usually a very good source of information, so by all means check those out. They're about 90 to 99% right from what I've seen, and yeah, they go into good details about certain things. They may not give you what it's like on the experience. I know YouTube has a lot of videos about drill instructors and what you go through in boot camp, so go and check that out. But keep in mind that a lot of that may be exaggerated for the videos or toned down for the videos. It all depends on what your experiences are. Some people have very messed up experiences in boot camp, and some have very light experiences. In the next video, I'll actually be covering what it's like to go to boot camp and what it's like to be in boot camp. For right now, we're just going to be talking about all the stuff where you're considered a poolee, which is pretty much where you've already talked to a recruiter. Now, also for the interest of the video, I'm going to kind of just zoom everything down just so that you guys can watch the video in the background, which is going to be a battlefield conquest domination gameplay where I don't even know if I beast or not. I don't know. I can't really see it from here. All I see is your beautiful face on the camera. But while that's playing in the background, I'm just going to be talking about the whole process. First things first, this video is mostly pertaining to people who, let's say you're getting out of school and you don't know what to do next, and you always thought about the military or something like that, or a recruiter approached you and you don't know what's going to happen. Now, a lot of people have different reasons why they join the military. Some people just want to travel. Some people want steady income. Some people just don't know what else to do with their lives and kind of see it as, you know, a push in the right direction. Hell, some people been court ordered to actually do it, and I know because I've met a bunch of people who have actually been court ordered to do a military of some kind, be it Navy, Army, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, or Air Force. So keep that in mind. I mean, not everybody who is in the military is all sunshine. A lot of us are crazy as shit. All right, so when you see somebody with a messed up, chopped up haircut, you know, be careful. But all right, so you decided you want to join the military. You're not 100% sure what branch you want to join. A lot of that can be solved as easily by talking to a recruiter. If you have a ROTC program at your school, feel free to talk to them. They'll tell you about their experiences. Now, mind you, just because it's an Army ROTC or a Marine Corps ROTC doesn't mean that you necessarily have to go that way to reap the benefits. Though you do learn a lot of things ahead of time, such as the rank structure and how to do drill, things like that, that are very important for specific military branches. It is not the know all be all, you know, solution. So when you do talk to a recruiter, keep in mind that a lot of the recruiters, they will not see you as a number, but at the same time they will. Now, they do, a lot of people do tend to get some deep connections with the recruiter. They're the first Marines that they ever met, like that, you know, they talk to, and the people who get them in and everything. You know, keep in mind that their job is also riding on, you know, your performance. And by that I mean that before you can join the military, you have to go into what's called the MEP station to take an ASVAB. ASVAB is pretty much a performance evaluation to see just how intellectually, progressive you can be, and where they can put you. If you score high in certain categories in the ASVAB, you can probably be placed into, higher quality jobs where your intellect is more required. If you place lower on the ASVAB, more than likely you'll be working in a chow hall or something like that. Maybe doing some job that you may not like or whatever, or just something that doesn't require you to use your brain as much or whatever, and that's not an insult to those guys. I've met a lot of awesome chow hall guys. I mean, my ASVAB score is not that high either, so I wasn't one of the fortunate ones. I was one of the ones who nobody ever told just how important the ASVAB score was. Let's just say that. So I didn't take it as seriously. Now, if there is a specific job that you want to go for, make sure you ask your recruiters what are the qualifications for the ASVAB score, and you can take it more than once. So keep that in mind. But make sure that you focus on that category and try to make that as high as possible. That way you can get that job that you do want. Now, your recruiter's evaluation, let's talk about that. It goes based on a specific parameter of numbers that they get per month to reach up to the quarter. So let's say that they have to get 3 bodies in this month, and let's say that you're the 4th guy. Now you are no longer needed for this month, even though you want to go this month so badly, and they do have openings to send you. They are not gonna do it. The reason why is because he already reached his quota of 3 people. So if he sends you now, he's not going to get any credit for you. He'll have to send you to the next available one, or later on down the line. Now, another huge thing on how recruiters are evaluated, I don't even know what that is, but evaluated is based on just how high your performance is in the ASVAB and what job they're sending you to. Such as Intel. If they can send you into Intel because you qualified that high, or let's say air traffic control, things like that, where you had to score high in the ASVAB in order to get that job, and the recruiter sends you in, then basically he's going to get a lot more points, and that'll be the difference maker between either him getting a bad counseling and getting sent into a room with 4 other guys, who tie him down to a chair and beat him down with questions, or him getting accommodations and awards and, the good old attaboy. So keep that in mind when your recruiter tells you what time frame you'll be going to boot camp. Now, recruiter also has to deal with a lot of your personal issues. So some people can't even pass a drug test. Some people are overweight or can't do a single pull-up because they never had to do a pull-up before in their life, or push up or something like that. A lot of recruiters do have programs to help you out, where pretty much the military gives them money to gives them a certain amount of money per month to either give you a membership to a fitness program or something like that, or they'll tell you, hey, get clean and blah blah blah, and they'll pretty much do a lot of stuff and go out of their way and work extra hours to make sure that you are good. Now you have to be willing to also put in that same effort in order to get where you need to be in order to go in there. Now, your paperwork, make sure that you get all your paperwork in order. This includes your social security card, your birth certificate, any legal documents that have to do with you, a valid driver's license, and make sure that all your information is pretty much up to date and up to par, and that everything says that you are who you say you are. Because a lot of recruiters do tend to actually go back and say, no, it'll be okay, and this and that, and they push paperwork through. In the end, they just wanted to get you through so that they could get somebody. But I've seen a lot of people get pulled out of boot camp, out of combat training, and out of the fleet because their recruiter decided to put in some false paperwork. It does happen. So make sure that your paperwork is correct. That way you're not screwing yourself and the recruiter down the line. Now, once you have your stuff and your date set and everything, it is still not too late to back out. You can always back out. You sign the paperwork and everything, doesn't matter, you can still back out. It is a huge myth that they say that you can't back out. You haven't even started getting paid or anything yet, so you can still back out. Now, should you back out. If you don't think you can cut it in the military, maybe you picked the wrong military branch or something like that, hey, that's still up to you at this point. Once you join and hit the fleet, you need to hit the ground running and enjoy what you do. Therefore, make sure that you are making the right decision. So next video, we're going to be covering boot camp, Marine Corps boot camp. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for that one. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, maybe anything that I need to be corrected on or whatever, by all means, leave the comment below. Hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. It's your boy, DrMcNasteeKE, and I'm out.